As Dylan, last week you talked about needing to eat a shit sandwich. What did you guys do this week to put that game behind you and be effective against USC?
We just got back to work. I mean, that's all there is to it. You know, you learn from the losses, you apply the learning that you get, and you go out there and you do whatever you can to make it a different story the next week.
What is it about this team that you guys are able to do that?
I mean, I think we got a lot of good guys across the board. You know what I mean? It's a lot of guys that play for the brother next to them. You know what I mean? We're not chasing individual stats. We have a team that just wants to win at the end of the day and wants to do it for the guy next to him and not let the guy down next to you.
That was your first career interception, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it was.
Walk us through that play. What happened?
So got a little area in there. Looked like they were running a little RPO. So I was in like a half drop, half about to fit the run, and then I just saw the ball and put my hands up.
Do you think he saw you?
I'm not sure what he saw, but thankful that he threw it.
What was it like to see Jaheim Clark back out there? He made a couple good plays tonight.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Jaheim Clark got back out
Oh,
there
yeah.
the first time.
Yeah. Awesome to see it. I mean, that's a kid that just comes in every day and puts his work in. You know what I mean? He doesn't ask for anything extra. He works his butt off, and he doesn't expect anything in return. So just to see him out there making plays, that ball popped right into his hands. So it was awesome to see.
I mean, obviously the quarterback, the receivers are talented, but they've run the ball very well. What do you feel like you guys did better against the run this week than a week ago?
I think guys were just able to fly around a little bit. You know what I mean? We were in some plays that allowed us to just go out there and be players, and you know what I mean. It just at the end of the day we were able to be physical. We were able to tighten up the gaps where it wasn't much to run, and when there was space, we got them down and made them play another down.
As cleaning up some missed tackles. I mean, how big of a discussion point was that for you guys?
I mean, that's huge. Defensively, it's always going to be a big area to talk about. You know what I mean? If you're above that 10 missed tackle mark, you don't really have a great chance of winning. So that's always, that's defensive football at the roots. So you got to tackle the football.
Last week, Sabor winds up playing free safety just because there's no one left to play free safety. But even when Matt goes down today, what did you see from him to maybe slide into that role and maybe have probably the best game of his career?
Yeah, I mean, incredibly proud. Like I said, another guy that just has came in from day one and has worked his butt off. He's got all the intangibles. You know what I mean? He looks great as far as a safety would go, and it's just to see all of his work come to fruition a little bit and just step in and make some plays. It was awesome.
Can we get your perspective of the game-winning field goal? Did you watch it? Where were you at among the? You didn't get run over by.
It was a half watch, a half not watch, but I never once doubted David. I've seen it time and time again. You know what I mean? And he goes out there and executes, and that's what we need at that position.
Yes, I mean, USC has a pretty explosive offense. Did you feel like you just made enough plays today?
Yeah, I mean, defensively, we still have some things to look at. It wasn't a perfect game by all means. You know what I mean? We had opportunities to finish the game, and we didn't. So the win feels great, but we got to get back to work. You know what I mean? And they were able to generate some big plays, but, a big thing that we talked about was just making them earn it. And I think we did a good job at that at times, and at times we didn't. So back to work and, figure out what we need to learn from and move on to Purdue.
We've kind of seen that where you guys almost want teams to matriculate down the field, keep the ball in front of you. Does it require any patience from you guys to know that this might be an 8, 9, 10-play drive and you got to not break?
I mean, ideally we want to want 3 and outs, but yeah, I mean, to be able to just continuously play the next play and not whoa it's me or you know what I mean, get in a mode where it's just like where guys are like to be able to just consistently go out there and execute and know that at some point we're gonna put our feet in the ground and stand tall. That's a big deal.